do not walk slow in the hallways. Like, you will get ran over. Like, I ran people over in the hallways because Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, you see its title being tips for like the freshman or like freshman classes coming in high school, and like just tips and advice for them, because I think I have like some freshman subscribers here, but I just want to give them advice since now I'm gonna be an upcoming sophomore in high school, and just to give them tips and advice for it. So I have a list here of things to tell y'all stuff for the freshmen, but yeah, the first section on my list is the first day. I'm gonna keep this here. Okay, so on the first day, you don't need everything that on that school list, that school supplies list, because on the first day you don't really need anything. All you need is like a couple pencils, notebook, and like things like that, because usually on the first day, they'll tell you additional supplies that you need for the class. So don't go out buying a whole lot, like 12 notebooks, all that. You don't need all that. Just get a couple, like 1 or 2 notebooks, pencils, a lot of pencils actually. But yeah, and another thing for the prior to first day of school, make sure you go to your school's orientation, because when I went to my orientation, it helped me find like all my classes and stuff, because you don't want to be looking lost on the first day of school, because you know, I still was lost, but like not as lost as I thought I would be, because I found all my classes and stuff. A big thing is, do not be nervous on the first day of school, even though you probably will, because you know you're transitioning from middle school to high school, a whole different school. If it's a new school where you live, because some high schools are like part of the middle school, if you know. But yeah, don't be as nervous as you think it is, because after the first week you'll be good to go. You won't be as nervous as you thought, because you know. But yeah, make sure you bring extra pencils, because everybody named almost will ask for a pencil. They like, because they'll ask for it and they don't give it back. So it's good to have lots of pencils and stuff. Okay, the second part is friends. Okay, so about this one. So since you're moving to high school, you know, you might not still be friends with your middle school or friends from elementary school. So it's good to make new friends. Like, yeah, make new friends and like just be outgoinger, not so in a shell, to meet new people, because you know people change over the years, and you know you've been off for 2 months, so people might get new friends, sit other people, and yeah. So popularity, that's not a big thing in high school. Like, you know, you expect the high school to be like High School Musical or like the high school movies. Like, no, it's not like that in reality, because High School Musical, you know, they have different tables at lunch for like the popular kids. It's not really like that. It's like you might see a table full of like athletes or something like that, because you know they're friends and stuff, but people don't actually do that often. But yeah, another thing is fake friends. That's another part. Well, high school, because you know in middle school you might be friends, but then they might change their opinion but still want to sit next to you or stuff, or like be close to you, because they don't want, like, it might be hard for people to drop other friends. But yeah, some people, they might switch and like be fake friends or stuff. Like, you don't want to go telling other people all your business and stuff, because you know, because you don't want to go venting to them, because you know, like, say for school, the house is vents leading to other rooms, so this will be going to other people. So don't be just venting to people that you think you trust without knowing that you actually trust them and stuff. But yeah, another thing is academics and like clubs and grades. Okay, so to make sure you join clubs, because clubs might show on, well, yeah, clubs show on your college resume. Like, say if you did like National Honor Society or something like that, that would show on your college resume for when you graduate. So that's a good thing for colleges to look at. Make sure you do volunteer hours. It's better to get it done with and out from like the freshman and sophomore year of high school, because you don't want to be in senior year trying to rush and get all your volunteer hours when instead of doing, you can do it at freshman and sophomore year of high school. Another thing is, do not fall behind in school, because I kind of did, but like not as bad. Because at the beginning of the year when I paid attention to class stuff, I was acing all my classes and stuff, but then near like the end, it was not as good. But yes, make sure you do the extra credit work, because even though like you teachers like, oh yeah, do extra credit, you're probably gonna regret at the end. Take that advice, because you'd want to do the extra credit, and there's no point in skipping. Like I like when I go to the bathroom and stuff during like class and stuff, and I see like the group of people inside the big stall, like it's not worth it. I just had to come here and also include, like, don't be the ones that be skipping and then be the quote unquote fiends out here, like stay at home for that. Like, you're gonna get caught one way or the other. Like, you literally decide to go to school, why not just go to school and get your present instead of just skipping? Because it's like, come on now, the school is gonna contact your parent anyway and tell them, you know, your child has not been present. Like, come on now. Okay, now I'm going on to teachers. You should be nice to your teachers, because in the long run, it might be a benefit, because, you know, just like say good morning to them or anything like that, because, you know, in one of my classes I had like an 89%, and then, you know, so I was nice to that teacher, she decided to bump me up to a 90%, an A. So yeah, and yeah, just don't be rude to teachers, and like the kid that wants to be the class clown and stuff, and be like, oh, talking back to the teacher and stuff. Like, you might think it's funny at the moment, but it's like not. Okay. And another thing is boys. Okay, for this section, okay, rule number 1: if you're a freshman, do not be talking to no junior or senior. Like, come on, y'all know better than that. Cause like people will talk about you behind your back. They'll be like, you see, I'm bringing in Juanisha. You see Juanisha, they talk to Jamarcus, the senior. Like, no, people, like, come on now. Okay, and do not be boy crazy. Like, do not put boys as your number 1 priority. It should be school, family, friends, and then like boys, because there's no point of being like boy crazy about a guy and then your grades are dropping, you're changing, stuff like that, just because of a guy. And on the long run, you know, some guys are like immature and stuff, so it's no point in actually even doing it. And let me see, I'm just looking at my list that I have right here. Okay, I guess I'm gonna move on to loose advice and like miscellaneous advices that didn't have like a section. So the first thing is, you should be nice to people, because you don't know what they're going on through in their life. Like, you should still just step out, and you should always like be nice to somebody, because you don't know what they're going through and stuff. But another thing is, do not walk slow in the hallways. Like, you will get ran over. Like, I ran people over in the hallways because they just walking too slow. Like if I'm going to first period and my second period class is all the way down the hall, and you walking like Sid the Sloth, like, no, you better move. Like, the thing is, for lunch, like if you see somebody stay at their table for like the whole week, or like even like 2 or 3 days, do not sit at that table. Like, come on now. Like, there's no point in seeing somebody sitting there and then you want to go sit at the table. Like, you can go around and look for the table, just how the person had to look for that table you're sitting at. Like, just keep a snack in your book bag. Give me like a small snack or anything, because in like elementary school he had like snack time, and like some middle schools they had snack time, but in high school you're not getting that. You're not getting no snack time to sit and eat a snack. No, like, you'd have like a pack of gummies or like a bag of chips to eat during class if your teacher lets you, because some teachers don't allow you to eat in class. But yeah, another thing about high school is you should have good hygiene. Like, I'm not gonna put this in a way, but like, you should have good hygiene, because you don't want to go around stain or something like that. But some people, they might not have like the resources stuff, but it's still a good thing to like wear deodorant or things like that, because some people, they might talk behind your back about you about that. So it's always good to have a good hygiene and stuff. And do not be like the loud annoying one in the hallway, because people will look at you crazy. Like, don't be gonna skip around yelling, oh, like, hey Marcus, and like throwing stuff. Like, that's not cool. Like, people get tired of that, seeing it over and over and over. Like, maybe as the first day or a couple of days, but like if it's happened repeatedly, people get tired of that. Okay, don't change for anyone. You should be yourself, and like don't have to change for anybody just for them to like you and stuff. Because like if you're having to change for somebody, then they're not being true to you, like a true friend or true like person. Also, another thing I wanted to talk about, homecoming week. That's more like spirit week, because you know, when you're in high school now, you have homecoming, you have like school dances and stuff. Like homecoming week, it was very fun. Like if I had pictures, I'll put pictures up here. Like, you dress up and do like a different day or something. Well, for where I live, that's what we do. But yeah, homecoming week, it can be fun. And if you want to be like out the box or the show, you should run for homecoming court, because you know that'd just be a fun thing to do. And if you run for homecoming court, you don't make it freshman year, you still have 3 other years to keep trying out. Or another thing to have during high school, like for the girls or like some guys, is emergency kits. Because it's always good to keep like a little bag or a little pouch in your bag. Like for the girls that I can speak on, you can keep like pads, tampons, scrunchies, gum. The thing about gum, make sure you have a lot of it, because once one person finds out you have gum, the whole school knows you have gum. Because like I had like a big old pack of gum, and like the next day 2 rows were missing, because everybody and their mamas was like, can I have a piece, can I have a piece? Like everybody would throw their hand out. Like, I'm cutting the video kind of short, because I don't want this to be a long video. And if you have questions for freshmen, gonna be freshmen, make sure you comment down below questions and I can answer them. But yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with freshmen that you know, so then they can see all the advices, so we'll have a good or better freshman year than anyone did. Because people usually don't listen to this advice, but if you do, you would have a good freshman year. And yeah, to be the end of the video, so make sure you subscribe and share this with everyone you know. Bye.